I found this device to really help me with my sleep. And sleep is so important, and to optimize that sleep, I needed something to tell me exactly what my sleep environment looked like. Was there too much light? Was it too hot, too cold? And this device does it all. It's pretty amazing. Because I work remotely, a lot of times I am up really late at night, sometimes until 2 o'clock in the morning. And sleep was always just kind of on and off, and I would have a hard time getting to sleep right away, right after work, like at 2 a.m. in the morning. And when I found this device, it has a lot of really cool features in it, like the white noise, which enabled me to go to sleep a lot faster and actually got me into a really deep sleep. I found that my sleep was a lot deeper and a lot more calm, and I woke up a lot more refreshed in the morning. A lot of times I would use sleeping aids like sleeping pills or prescription sleeping aids, and they would work, but in the morning I would feel super groggy, and it just left me in this fog. And you know, you've heard those stories about ambient sleepwalking. That was definitely happening to me, and I didn't want that to happen all the time. And just taking medication isn't something that I want to do long term. And so I wanted a more natural way of falling asleep and staying asleep. Let me share a little bit about my impression of EASYMAX for the first time. Like when I first opened up the box, it was already charged up, which was really convenient. And it was pretty easy to set up as well. So it was just a couple clicks of the button and set up my alarm clock. It has a nice alarm clock built into it. And when I was ready to go to sleep, I just pressed the one button and it started the white noise. In the morning, then I can check my stats, both on the app as well as on the device itself. After I started using EASYMAX, I found that my sleep was a lot deeper. I was actually dreaming again for the first time in a long time. Really nice, vivid dreams as well. And I'd wake up really refreshed in the morning. When I use this, I put it right by the bed. It's really convenient because it's so small and easy to use. And when I travel, I just put it right into my briefcase with me, and at the hotel, I just set it up, and it's just like being at home. And what's really nice too is because it knows the light environment as well. It tells me if I need to black out the curtains or change my sleep environment, especially temperature. Temperature seems to really be one of those things that affects my sleep, and it tells me when the temperature is the wrong temperature for optimal sleep. There's also a feature that shows the humidity as well, because you definitely don't want to sweat while you're sleeping and wake up with wet sheets, but it tells you if the humidity is right. And so if you have a humidifier or air conditioner on, you can really make sure that the humidity is at the right percentage. I found that the white noise, when it was turned on, would help me just kind of clear my brain and not have a lot of things going on in my brain, especially you just ended work at 2 a.m. and then trying to get to sleep. The white noise was able to just kind of calm my brain down, and I was able to go to sleep a lot easier. And then when I woke up in the morning, I felt refreshed and ready to hit the day again. During the day, I'm finding that my energy is much, much higher than it was before I started using the device. And of course, that comes from just having a deeper sleep. I'm able to see from the device too how deep my sleep is, which is just another way of just knowing that you're getting the right amount of sleep, and then you have the energy to really attack the day the next day. The first night that I used the product, I noticed that I immediately went to sleep with little effort, and then was waking up really energized the next day. It didn't take very long at all. It was like some of those medications, it takes a while to really kick in. This one started working immediately. I particularly like data. I'm just kind of a data nerd. So having all the information about my sleep and being able to track it and graph it just really helps out quite a bit in terms of just knowing that I'm getting the amount of sleep that I want. So that's one of the features I really, really like the most. I've been using a smartwatch for a while to really track that sleep as well. And so I was comparing the data between the EASYMAX device and my smartwatch, and it was actually very accurate when it came to tracking that sleep. This is attached to me, which is kind of cumbersome at night. Now I can take it off and have a nice movement of my arms if I need to at night, and the EASYMAX tracks that sleep very easily. By having that data available to me and knowing that my room was too bright, I have full floor-to-ceiling windows and I live in the middle of the city, and so there's a lot of bright lights coming in, and it was telling me that my environment was way too bright. So I was able to install some blackout curtains, and that even further enhanced that power of sleep. The EASYMAX has definitely exceeded the expectations that I had. It's super compact, it has all the data that I need, and it's easy to travel with. It doesn't have to be attached to you. So that is by far the best features that I found on it. If you're somebody like me that's struggling with sleep or has really weird hours of sleeping, I definitely recommend this device to at least start tracking your sleep and get some recommendations on having a better sleep pattern. Especially for those remote workers or travelers quite a bit, especially if you're traveling across the world, this type of device is going to give you such valuable information and help you, sleep better and attack the day. This is a device that's going to be in my toolbox of health devices that help me optimize my health, and I'm definitely using this every day.